Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for dropping by for another exciting rafting session. Mr. Brian, Mr. Beard Goblin, Mr. OG, very, very good to see you. And everyone else who's out there watching, who's not in the chat, totally fine. Hello and welcome. Have fun watching. We're always glad that you're there. Brian, that is exciting news. Brian has just released 2 videos actually yesterday. One was about how he made a tail and bolted that onto a character in iClone. That was very interesting. And then afterwards he found out, because Brian's on holiday, so congrats Brian, very good. Afterwards he found out how he can add inverse kinematics to that tail in iClone as well. And the trick was, and I found that actually quite insightful, that you just export the tail from iClone, the one that you've just imported from Blender. You just export that from iClone, save it, load it again. It has inverse kinematics. We don't really know why. Very interesting little conundrum there. Big question mark. Don't know why that happened, but good that you figured it out. That's very exciting. I wonder, I'm sure you can make inverse kinematics happen in Blender too, but I have no idea how to do that. I've never rigged anything in Blender. So yeah, it'd be interesting if it's just something very simple. It's a bit like, speaking of not having things done before, I'm always very ambivalent about cloth dynamics, because I think they're very difficult to get going. Like, you know, things like Marvelous Designer, they're very difficult to get going. D-Force, even though it is now just a button click, is very slow, and it's just very difficult to set up and get right. And I've just played around with that in Unreal Engine, where it's extremely easy. So I wonder if it's going to be something that is just as easy in Blender. So inverse kinematics in my head is something very complex to set up, but if it's a few button clicks, maybe it's actually kind of cool. Interesting. So you can set it up in Blender, but it didn't translate into iClone. That is interesting. I know nothing about iClone. I must admit, it's one of those things that I have I've never been I never bought, because it was too expensive for my purse strings right now. So I've never really given it much thought. But you know, you never know what the future holds. It's one of those things. I've got it on my radar, and depending on how my travels with Unreal Engine go, maybe iClone is something I might look into in the future. I doubt it at this point in time, but you know, you never know. Interesting. Here we go. Oh, you're very welcome, OG. No problem. I'm glad they were helpful. That is very good to hear. Yes, I'm playing with Unreal Engine at the moment as well, and it's just so cool. It's a great tool, and if we can make sure we have some way of bringing in all the funky DAS assets that we already have, play with them in Unreal Engine, and then maybe forego this whole lengthy iRay rendering process, that is kind of what I'm looking for. Welcome, Creeper Verma. Very good to see you. That is really good. Good that you found us. Welcome to the stream. Let me just go connect my controller if he wants to connect. Yes, there we go. Looking good, looking good. I've just watched, actually, just before we got going here, I've watched, aside from Brian's tutorial on the inverse kinematics with the tail, I've also watched a tutorial on how to get started with the Godot engine, or Godot engine, depending on how you want to pronounce it. That is also an interesting tool. I've been looking, I don't know if you remember this, but I've looked into Game Maker Studio a while ago on Twitch, and that is something I thought was nice for 2D games. So Godot can do 3D and 2D games. Fully open source game engine, very interesting. But it has a fully, they're kind of a separate 2D and a 3D game engine separately in the engine. Supports multiple languages. So if you're comfortable with C, you can use that. If you're comfortable with Python, you can use that. And a bunch of other languages. Very interesting idea. Fully open source, so you're never going to pay a licensing fee when you start making money with the game. Very interesting. So I watched a small tutorial on that, and that looked cool too. So not something I'd like to use for 3D right now, but I'm still thinking that 2D engine might be really cool. And I did not buy Game Maker Studio when it was on offer. I had considered that, but I thought, well, there's got to be more elegant solutions out there. So Godot is another way that might just be interesting to literally why you said DAZ Studio there, OG, about creating assets, rendering assets with DAZ Studio as 2D images, and then make good use of them in a game engine that is a 2D game engine. That is one of the plans I have. I suppose we've already got all the rabbits that we needed, that we wanted here yesterday. So I think we've eaten everything that there is to eat in this place, and we can probably go home. Is this thing still okay? I think it might be. It is empty, of course, but we can also not pick it up. So it's not a destroyed trap. So I suppose because we've loaded the game in again, the trap has kind of gone off. We caught a boar with that yesterday. Empty! Everything's empty. I think we might just go make our way over down further yonder river. We're looking forward to, perhaps, don't know if we can make it happen, looking forward to meeting the kingdom today. Don't know if it's going to happen today or if we need another day. We'll see. But the kingdom, I believe that is the next thing on our agenda here. At the kingdom lies salvation, it says. I need to travel to the open ocean and find this lost city. And I'll get a jar, which is great because it'll be the end of the game. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with that jar. But hey, one of those things. Do you know, it will, Brian. Absolutely, absolutely. Creeper, yes, I don't know. I think it's a scheduling thing. Because I can see from viewing figures that once the episode was live, literally a day or so later, there's several views there. So I think maybe 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time is just not working for everyone. And you know, I know that a lot of my audience are more like night owls, and some viewers prefer to watch it in their own time rather than join in the chat. Some people prefer not to chat. That is also totally fine. And many people are just not into games. I think that is the other thing. I like this because it's kind of a nice showcase for what people have done with game engines and little interactive 3D projects. And for us, it's a good place to hang out and update each other on, you know, the latest news from the 3D universe. Metaphorically speaking. Oh, what's happening here? Let's dock here. I must say, Brian, the more I look at the Unreal tutorials, the more I'm beginning to absolutely fall in love with Unreal Engine. The way they've implemented things, it's just kind of awesome. And I also like the way that things just work. That is something that I really appreciate. Oh, hello, the Elder Wolf. Yes, we can try our luck with we can use the bolt thing maybe. Oh, dude. Is this the bolt thing? Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, you got it. No, don't do that. Oh. I'm trying to get this guy with the ball, but of course if he's looking at me funny, and I can't even operate the ball. Shoot. No, don't shoot. I'm thinking, you know, shoot. No, don't shoot. Just aim. Do you not need to aim? How do you aim with this thing? Oh. I'm no good at this, am I? Bow, A. Oh, there we go. Aim, and is he gonna jump at me? Because I'm kind of pointing at him, and that went right through him. That's terrible. Do you have a spear trap? Spear trap, right. Put spear trap up here. Is that a good idea? I mean, just in case he does jump at me, he could just jump right through me here. Dude. Elder Wolf, I think you make a good jacket. Ow! I didn't mean to have a laceration. I was thinking maybe you can come through this way. We need warmer clothing, man. Come back here, you! Crazy. See if we can do anything about that laceration. Do we have anything? Bandage or stitching kit? Not with us. Okay, this trap here isn't gonna work. I'm gonna collect that again. I think I have something like that on the boat. No, I don't. Stitching kit or bandage? Bandage, let's make a bandage. Got so many rags, so much alcohol. Let's make a few bandages here. All of them, in fact. There. Tons of bandages. Yes, that is technology that I do like. Oh, thank you, Beard Goblin. I appreciate that. I'm glad it's helping. I'm quite impressed. I'm quite impressed how long it takes me to internalize these things. So whenever I come up with something, like right now I'm into these menus and how to make them happen. It just takes me such a long time to not only follow a tutorial and implement it so that it works. For me, the process really is only complete when I then try it several more times so that I can do it with my own notes, and those are the notes that then end up on my websites. So for me, the part of the learning process is always making sure it's reproducible. So not just follow a tutorial and go, oh, okay, great, I've put that in now. And then 6 months later, when it comes to doing that again in another project, you go, I don't even know where to begin. So I always like having both written instructions as well as a project I can refer back to. And that is what takes so long, literally trying it and then making sure I write down notes that I'll understand later. And that takes so long. Often when I follow a tutorial, I'm thinking, hey, this is great, it's now working. I can put a menu up in my game, or I can build a landscape or whatnot. And then when I look at how I did that, I have no idea how those notes came to be. And that's where taking notes is just such an essential part of the learning process. I'm glad my enthusiasm is helping. So there's this huge section on my website under Unreal Engine at the top right menu there. That is growing with tons and tons of articles. And as soon as I'm more comfortable with it, I'll make more usable videos for Unreal Engine as well. I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, exactly, Brian. That is, that's such an important thing, because it's essentially you do this for you, and then if it gets views, if it makes money, that's a nice little bonus. But mainly, like I do as well, it's important that you have a record of how you did something, and that refreshes your memory. That's really good. I believe they call it productizing. You do something that you do anyway, and it becomes a product kind of casually and organically. That's nice. And if it helps, you, your future you, and other people in the process, awesome. The world's a better place. Rags. Ouch. Excellent. Yes, that's actually two ways of displaying them. I've displayed them, I think when you go onto the menu, there's just a long list of articles. And there's also something that's a different way of displaying them on the website. I'm kind of playing around with that. I've put a link in that long list of articles there that says archives. So there's the long list of articles, and then there's also the Unreal archives. And they're displayed like the search results, which is headlined with a bit of teaser content and then lots of them on one page. So that is a nice way to browse as well. And of course use the search function. If there's ever anything that you feel like you should know and you think, I wonder if Jay's explained that, use the search function. That can also get you the article that you're looking for. Oh, can we build the trap before the guy? It looks as funny. And ha! The Elder Wolf has been caught! Look at the blood splatter! 2 raw meat and Elder Wolf hide. He's huge! Feisty fella! Can't even pick that up, so big. Well, see if we can eat something and then pick that up. I'm chuffed. That is good. Wonder what else we need for the Elder Wolf thing to... little mulberry, sense the spirit. Let's do that. Oh yeah, it'll probably have reached me as a comment that I need to approve. I think you have to approve, you have to leave a few comments, and then it'll auto-approve your comments. But I'll always get a notification, so I haven't actually checked my emails this morning, so it could well be that that's not, that I'm just not across that yet. But yeah, it'll usually, when you do leave a comment, it usually does, it does give me notification, so great. Let's see if the Elder Wolf jacket, if we need to... Elder Wolf jacket, the leather kit, stitching kit, and a steel knife. Wow, that is cool. We can make that. That's a particularly warm jacket. I'm looking forward to that. So we have the Elder Wolf hide. We need 2 leather kits and stitching kit and steel knife. We have that. So leather kit is the next thing that we need to make. That keeps us nice and cozy. Leather kit needs a rabbit hide and a metal hammer. Oh yeah, the metal hammer. We can make it, but it requires a workbench. Man, complicated. So we need that metal hammer and a workbench, and we need a rabbit hide and a workbench. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Don't walk into the spiky, prickly stuff. Pouch! Oh, look at that! We find a pouch! That is exciting. Shame it doesn't have an effect on what we've got here. I wish we had found that earlier. But that is nice. I didn't know you could find pouches. Good news! Yes, tell us, Beard Goblin, or anyone else, if you're working on a particular project and you want to talk about it, just give us a quick update. That'd be awesome. I always like knowing what everyone else is up to. I'm still dreaming and hoping that one day we can do something collaboratively with a GitHub repository. Could be private, could be public, but something that, you know, multiple people are working on, just so that we get the best of everyone into one project. That'd be kind of cool to do that. Don't know what project yet, but something along the lines of, I don't know, it could be an interactive experience, could be a talk show, it could be literally anything. So many things that we can do with today's technology. We don't really need to sleep, but I mean, while we have a shelter here, let's do that. Let's go sleep here. Oh, nice! That sounds nice, Beard Goblin. That would be really cool, actually. You see, you dreaming of something like an open world survival game. I'm thinking of something like the farming game. I'm thinking we should have something like a Stardew Valley 3D. Something that isn't really about getting to the goal of something, but more like you suggested in Among Trees, where we're just enjoying the game for the fact of playing it rather than enjoying it to get to the end of the game. I'm thinking of something like that. Like a pouch. I don't really need to keep that, right? I might as well just go discard it. I don't really like doing that, but I think I will do that. Yes, so something that lets me plant plants, harvest plants, sell the plants, get more seeds, plant other plants, unlock the greenhouse. Those are fairly simple mechanics, and I'm thinking I should be able to implement that somehow with Unreal Engine and just make it all look nice and pretty with the assets that we're so generously given from the Unreal Marketplace. That would be really cool. That is what I'm trying to do. Bandages. Well, let's give that. Can we move that to Aesop? No, because Aesop's back is full. Let's put these emergency bandages on the raft then. Wolf hide, that also goes on the raft. Boar hide, that can also go on the raft. Does it all fit? Yes, it fits. Cattail. We have so much cattail. I might actually just eat some of that. There we go. Also might just go tuck into this hot cooked meat before it goes off. Oh really? How exciting! Yes, and the Sinti assets, Beard Goblin, I totally agree, they are so much fun. And I have quite a few of them. I've got many of the cheaper ones. I think Brian and I were in this super lucky position that we bought some kind of a game developer pack. I think Sinti Mega Pack or something they called it. Oh my god, we got so many packs literally for $25. We have like 6 or 7 packs. It's unbelievable. They are so good. And the demo levels, yeah, they're not perfect and you still have to work quite a bit, but the assets you get, they all kind of fit together and it's just amazing. I've seen people bemoan the Sinti sets because I suppose they expect them to build you a level, whereas the demo levels that the Sinti levels include, they're not really meant to be used in a game as they are. They're really there as a demonstration of the level that you could build, and with just a bit of investing a bit of time, you can make amazing things with that. Old Smiley's campground always has a lit fire. Oh, no, 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 no. Snake. We don't want no snakes, y'all. Oh my god, did you see that? Did you see these people? They're all sleeping over here. Oh, tons of wolves. Do we actually need to kill all these wolves? I mean, how many wolf jackets do we need? I mean, there's so many of them over there. You know, don't we have a ton of meat? We do, don't we? Do we also have Devil's Trumpet? We don't. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? We could just make all the tainted meat and give them all tainted meat here. Can we make... Do we have another snare trap? Could we make one? We don't. Ugh. Maybe we should just leave him alone. That's an idea as well. We don't have to pick a fight here. Spear trap, braided cord, and saplings. We could literally put... Let's kill them all. Yes, Beard Goblin, it will do. That the most simple things will keep you busy for months. But once you've mastered all these principles, I think it'll be exciting to put them all together and put them to good use. Yes, I think the learning curve of making something extremely simple, putting something extremely simple together is quite remarkable with Unreal Engine. But you know, once you're there, then it's literally a matter of keeping at it and putting assets in place and game testing. It's almost, you know, I feel reminded of similar comments to what people say about, or kind of what people have expectations about DAS, that a lot of people still regard this as there should be something like the make art button, where you just click something and you've got an awesome result without having to really put any work and effort in. I mean, while assets are a great starting point, it isn't something that does the heavy lifting for you as such. So yeah, I suppose many people underestimate that. Gonna make myself another stone knife here, otherwise no more spear traps. So we have 3 wolves, we have tons of snakes, but we also have a lot of dandelion tea, so I'm gonna make 3 of these. And just dot them around the place. One here, that's a good idea. Let's build 1 trap here. A couple of them are sleeping. I'm thinking they're probably sleeping, they're probably not dead as such. There we go. This should work. And then over here, they don't really come near the fire. This should work. Yo, Ugly, how you doing? Oops. Yes! All 3 of them! That's unbelievable! Look at that! I'm quite proud of that. Look at that. That was well done. I must say. Just put traps all over the place. That was good. Woohoo! Oh, let me just enjoy this moment for a little bit. I was thinking lacerations, broken bones. And we have a lit fire too. So my goodness, all the meat that we can make. That is just so cool. How much meat do we have? Charcoal. Also nice. We can sit and sleep. Oh. Cooked meat. My goodness, we have 5 of them now. Each meat will have its separate day counter attached. So, how many of them am I going to cook? Am I going to even cook them? I've got so much meat. And it does go off after a while. So this is tainted bait. Oh, look at that. So this must be, that's probably meat that's gone off. Is that so? I didn't know I had any. That's interesting. We also have ready cooked meat spores after 6 days. So what you do is, I suppose, the moment you start crafting that from this, so the moment you start cooking meat, I suppose a day counter in the background would go on, and then after 6 days, that meat would turn into spoiled meat or something. Maybe that's how I've ended up with the tainted bait. Because I don't really recall having turned that meat into something else. Maybe I'll just go cook all of it. Oh no, don't consume it. Cook it, man. Very important. Cook meat? Oh, can't do that. Fire's gone out. I've been faffing around for so long. As Jay slaughters the wolf pack, exactly. Oh, interesting. So you had a calm ride as well. That is interesting. I don't have a tinder to relight the fire, so perhaps we'll just go off to the next playground here. Yeah, this is comparatively quiet right now. I seem to remember this is kind of a deserty bit now, so there's a lot of just dry periods where there's no rain, and it'll be followed by just rainy periods where there's literally, I think until I reach the ocean, there's only going to be rain now. Crazy. But for now, this is fairly quiet in my game as well. So interesting. Any wolves about? Because we do have... oh yeah, him. Okay, good. There's also some kind of snake noise that I'm hearing here. Dude, I've got something for you. How about you have this? Yes. Dude, no. Don't even... What are you doing? You don't... Nice bird animation there. What are you eating? What are you actually sitting on, may I ask? That's okay. We know it's difficult. So more meat, more wolf hide. We should become professional wolf hide merchants. Snake. I'm just gonna go and... oh my goodness, how many snakes are there? Dude, shoo! Just go away! Oh, is that a rabbit hole? I think it might be. I think we'll stay here until the morning. Let's put up... Do we have it? No, we don't. Do we have a snare? We don't have a snare. Let's build a snare. Because we do need one more rabbit hide, I believe, for some kind of secret project. I forgot what it was. I seem to remember. Let's put that right on the rabbit hole. Dog, who are you speaking to? Oh, snake. Yes, I get you, buddy. That's not good. Maybe we can do the bow thing again. And oh man, that was not good. Shoot the snake. Yes, very good. I'm coming to grips with that. Knit hat. I don't think we need to do anything with the knit hat. Is not something we want, but we can certainly turn him into rags. Make rags. Star Mom! Hello, hello! Good to see you this morning. This afternoon, shall I say. Let's go to sleep. While my dog is in the bristly bits there. So, let's see if we can shoo the crow away. Rabbits! Good morning, rabbits. Might put a backup snare together. Just because I'm thinking, you know, 2 rabbit hides are better than 1. Ouch. So sorry about that, buddy, but hey. And I hate to say this, but we need your hide. Yes, thank you, dog. I have found him. How much meat do we have now? That's amazing. It's incredible. Oh, hello. Nothing to worry about, guys. Anything collectible in here? A stitching kit. Always good to have a stitching kit. Stevedore. Another task for us. I'm learning quite a few new words here, I must say. What's a stevedore again? Let's have a look. What does a stevedore do? A stevedore, visit a marina. The only place to fix up a battered raft. Yucca harvest, yeah, I don't know, that could take some time. Mulberries for the worm snack. The white wolf, yeah, we haven't got... It's kind of the thing that usually says something at the bottom here, that's empty. I wonder if it gets us a surprise item or if it gets us nothing. Who knows? Bait shopper. Visit a bait shop. Oh yeah. And the kingdom. At the kingdom lies salvation. Alright. Stevedore, a person employed or a contractor engaged at a dock to load and unload cargo from ships. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. As you get to a point where you think, well, you'd imagine he's still sitting on some invisible cube thing here, dude. There comes to a certain point in your life when you think, are there any new words to learn? And you know, yes, there always are. At least for me they are. Was there only a single rabbit here? I can't believe it. Seriously? There was a single rabbit and we caught it? So I guess that's how it happened. Let's take this thing with us. Travel down the river. I think we need a workbench next to make ourselves that metal hammer. Yeah, feather, I suppose we can collect them and make ourselves some more arrows while we're here. Arrow, there we go. Made from saplings and flint, so I don't want to make too many, but I might make a couple. Because that bow is kind of handy, isn't it? Brian, now it is. The stevedore is now officially a hat. Water consumption is going down. Raw meat is going off. But what are we going to do? We've got cooked yucca. That'll last forever. I could just tuck into more of the mighty meat here. I've only got 1 jar of water left, and then I might have to look into filling it up from dirty water and filter that. Do you know that is possible? It could even be that the wolf's collision box is always fairly simple because he attacks us so fast that we probably don't get to see if he's really colliding with us. So that might absolutely be correct. And the crow is sitting on the wolf collision box essentially, and that might just, to make it computationally cheaper, might just be much larger than, or much higher than the actual wolf is. Very clever thinking. This is why I like playing video games, because you think, hey, this is how did they solve that problem? Oh, come on, let's be a stevedore already. Woohoo! Yes! Come on. Ding ding and... stevedore! We officially wear the hat, Brian. I like it. Do you think we have enough parts that we can upgrade our raft to something, you know, More exciting. Let's take a look. Sturdy frame, we have that. Raft motor. Oh, we really need raft hardware for that. I'm thinking shelter, that might come in handy. We've got 12 raft schematics. I mean, come on. We need 2 raft hardwares. So it looks like the raft hardware is the stuff that we need to have a look at. See if we can manufacture that. Raft hardware. Hardware, yes! We can only make 1. Yes, that's not bad. It's at least 1. That is not bad at all. Will it be enough for us to make a shelter? No, it won't be. Because we also need a framework. And that is not something we can manufacture. Let's invest that into some moderate repairs here. Wouldn't that be cool? Thirsty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang in there for a little bit longer. This is a bit like Vimeo. You've used up 50% of your storage capacity. Do you want to upgrade? No, because I still have 50% left. If I get to maybe, 10% left on my storage capacity, then start upselling me to the next package. New goal, fixer-upper. I wish we had that goal a moment ago. Raft frame, now that is a coincidence. Shame we can't go back to the... thing now. What have we got here then? Raft hardware. Move to raft. There we go. So I wonder, with so much wolfness that we have, is there anything else that we can turn into something that we're not wearing? So we have the wolf hide hat, that's great. We have the rabbit pelt gloves. So I wonder if we can make ourselves some wolf gloves. Got the wolf boots. Wolf pants would go well. Also with the wolf hide jacket, we could be like, all wolf. So wolf pants and wolf gloves. That'd be nice. See what we can do to make that happen. We certainly have enough wolf hide anything and everything. Oh, we need that leather kit. Okay. A leather kit, that is what we make wherever there's a workbench, I believe. Hello. The bear isn't going to attack us if we don't attack him. Look at him go. Oh my goodness. I really enjoy these animations. He looks all cute and cuddly. And he's a little bit intrigued by our presence. But he also doesn't want to jump us, which I appreciate. Don't get too close. Oh, boar! Hey, that's exciting. We didn't even see you there. Do we need another boar? I don't think we do. I think we're just gonna... Why? How come the boar doesn't get hurt by the bristles? I wonder. Did you just bump your head? I'm so sorry. Dandelion. Eh, it's a good snack. I don't think we need them. Oh, fire. Alright. That is nice. Fire crafting available. And maybe that gives us something exciting. Charcoal I think we could use as well. For that water purifier. See what's happening at the fire crafting site. Maybe nice dandelion tea or something. Cooked meat we could make. We have 7 raw meat. Rabbit pelt hat. No, we're not going to do that. Totally not going to do that. Sumac tea. Yeah, I'm thinking we're just going to have just a glass of water, really. Parched, I say. And, well, while the meat is good, let's just eat more meat, I guess. Yeah, boar hide. I don't think I want to upgrade to boar hide gloves. I mean, I could do that. I think we've got the rabbit pelt glove, so we could do that. But it would mean we would use... Well, we have 7 stitching kits, so maybe we should upgrade into a boar hide gloves. What do you think? Is that a good idea? We may even have boar hide on the raft. That would be one upgrade we could make fairly easily. We could sleep here by the fire, but I think let's not do that. Let's just go and see if we find a workbench. Ooh, that's nice. Let's go grab that sapling. I wonder, do you remember which places I need to go to get a workbench? Because I don't think I remember. Boar hides, gloves, there we go. I knew we had 3 more boar hides on the raft. Let's do that. Boar hide gloves. There. Watch that cold rating go down just a tick. Not a lot, but a bit. I mean, a tiny bit. Doesn't make much of a difference, but you know. That might just be the difference between surviving out here in the cold and not surviving. Wolf hides, yeah, we're going to put those on the raft, I guess. 7 raw meat. It feels such a shame to not cook them. We can turn them into tainted meat and feed them to the wolves. I think that's what we should do. Subscribestar, no. Thank you for asking, but I have Patreon and Ko-fi. So Patreon for monthly donations and Ko-fi for one-off donations. I don't think I'll go with Subscribestar. I've heard good things about them, though. I mean, they're I suppose, the issue that many creators have with Patreon is around adult content, from what I understand. And that's not really something I do, so I don't think I need a Subscribestar account. Thank you for asking, though. I appreciate that. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter which service you go with, but it needs to be something that works for you. And if you're thinking of doing that, then you know, if adult content is something that you're thinking of creating, then yeah, Patreon might not be the best place for you, even though they are big. It's actually, you know, the issues around Patreon, from what I understand, aren't so much because Patreon are trying to be difficult around it. That's not where that comes from. Adult content is an issue because of credit card providers, and anyone who uses things like Stripe to get credit card payments, or PayPal, or any of the other services that provide that capacity, literally all comes down from MasterCard and Visa, I believe, who say, hey, we don't really want those kinds of transactions, sadly. And that is why then, if you use a service that processes those payments, you then have to adhere to their guidelines, otherwise you get into trouble. So for Patreon, that means for them not to get into trouble, they have to adhere to their third-party providers' guidelines. And that means certain content is not allowed with them, if I understand this correctly. Oh, loot! Nuts and bolts, alright, that's nice. Yes, I've recently added Ko-fi, because what Patreon I find is missing is literally one-off donation capability. And that is something that Ko-fi does really well. And Ko-fi is a very, very simplified version of Patreon. Very different approach they're taking, and I really like it. I really enjoy it, and it's very nice. They also don't take fees, so Ko-fi don't take any fees at all. Anything you give via Ko-fi goes and is paid straight into my PayPal or bank account, depending on how you choose to pay. And that is really cool. I really appreciate that. Very nice. So they don't fund themselves by taking a cut of your transactions, unlike Patreon do. Ko-fi fund themselves by donations themselves and by subscribers like the ones that Brian and I are. Yes, me too, Brian, absolutely. It's a wonderful service. I love the layout, I love the simplicity. Things like stream alerts are integrated. That is very cool, so you don't have to use a third-party provider with that. So if any of you are thinking of adding some kind of donation provider to the content that you create, I think Ko-fi is probably something I would recommend even before Patreon. Patreon is great, but it only works if you ongoingly create something, and it also only really works when you already have an established audience somewhere. So I've seen people who open a Patreon account and don't do much else anywhere, and they then wonder, why isn't anyone signing up? Well, because people don't really find you through Patreon. People don't find you through Ko-fi for that matter either. But a one-off donation is something people are more likely to do than an ongoing donation. And unless you have a project you want to fund, then Kickstarter is another option, of course. But unless you have something that you do ongoingly on a monthly basis, I think Patreon might be difficult. Whereas for something that you do as a one-off, or for something where somebody might want to give you an occasional donation every once in a while, that's where Ko-fi really shines. And again, no donation fee, so it's very easy to get started as well. I mean, literally signing up takes seconds. Old lumber, this is all good stuff here, I must say. Before we go to sleep, let's fill up some of them jars here, y'all. Neville, top of the evening to you. Oh, item dropped. Hey, that's not good. Let's go eat the last piece of meat. Come on. That gives us a bit more room in our inventory. I think we also have stuff like thin gloves. We can turn that into rags. Just freeing up some inventory here. How are you, Neville? I haven't seen you in a while. Very good to see you again. There we go. That is nice. Let's pick that up. Clean water. And also fill up many other jars. While we're getting completely drenched here. But it'll be fine, because we'll go to sleep in a moment. That'll warm us up a little bit. We're trying to find a place where we can... And then actually I'm going to go and drink some water as well, since there's so much of it around right now. We're going to try and find a place where they have a workbench, because that means we can craft warmer clothing. Nuts and bolts. Those are all the good stuff that we need for upgrading that raft. Making it waterproof. I do like a shelter on the boat, because it's not going to stop raining now. This is going to, no matter how much we sleep, we're going to have to watch our body temperature thing. Because this is it now until we reach the kingdom. Which might even happen today, don't know. That would be cool. Oh, ants! No, don't walk into the ants. Not good. Anything else we can pick up here? More nuts and bolts. Anything that we can make... Yeah. Anything that we can make the raft frames and hardware with. That'd be good. Yes, I think those are the priorities right now. Let's go and try to find a workbench. Dandelion, okay. Find a workbench. That means we can make ourselves a metal hammer, which means we can make ourselves that wolf hide. Raft schematic. We have so many of them though. Move to raft. I suppose we can make another stitching kit. Rabbit hide. We can probably keep that ourselves. Campfire. Do we have any? Campfire. Campfire. We have none. Yeah. I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to make that. Raft hardware. Oh, come on. I think I can filter these things. There we go. So we can make a raft frame, which I currently have 3 of. I don't need more. But raft hardware. I need more of that. Did we need 2? Raft shelter schematic added to journal. Ooh, that is what we're gonna do. Oh my goodness, that is extremely exciting. I've never had raft shelter. Let's make it happen. Come on. Chuck Reagan killing it. Very nice. Crank up the good music while we battle with the rain effects. So the raft shelter is going to mean we're not going to get wet from the rain as we raft down the river. Is that a marina I spot? Or is that only a bait shop? Ah, too late. Thank God for the storm letting off there for just a second. Ah, crow. Is this a marina? No, it's Magnolia Station. Workbenches, racks, lumber, hardware. Alright, wolf hide, here we come. Wolf hide something. Wolf hide jacket. Wolf hide something. Oh, no, 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 no. Even though we do have a vast amount of... We have so much dandelion tea that we could drink if we needed to do that. We don't really want to put ourselves in harm's way. Oh, that's water. We don't really need that. What we need is that workbench everyone keeps talking about. Knit hat. Yeah, okay. We'll turn it into rags. I think the snake sound effect's now stuck. Oh, no, 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 no. Snakes are also attracted by... Attracted by... attracted to fire, so I could throw something at them. Ugh. Oh no, the boar! Hey, that's uncool. We don't really want your kind around here. Ah man, I'm stuck here. So's the boar though. That is good. No collisions while I'm interacting with the boar. Boar only interacts with me as he does the launch. That is interesting. What kind of AI do you have for the boar to figure this out? I mean, it's a very simple motion, isn't it? That you think the boar is trying to get me all the time, but he can't because there's this obstacle in the way. And it's kind of interesting how the boar tries to figure out, am I going left or right? And he is trying to figure it out. That's nice. Yeah, AI is another thing that I've never looked into. Snake, can't you take care of the boar? He doesn't eat the tainted meat either. That'd be kind of nice. Do we have a snare trap? No, we don't. Not a snare trap. We need a spear trap, I believe. Oh man, there's a snake there. Dude, I'm here for the workbench, seriously. What happened here? The boar died? How did... Tell me about it, Crow. How did the boar die? How did that happen? Interesting. Mr. Chris, I totally missed you in the chat there. How exciting. Hello, Chris. Very good to see you. Welcome to a bit of a rainy session here. Crow, seriously, thanks. How did the boar die? We'll pick up the boar hide a little bit later. Let's go and see if we can do something meaningful with the... Maybe the snake bit him? Is that how it happened? I wonder. So, the workbench. I think maybe... I didn't know the snake could get him. But I think that's maybe why we have these box traps, so that we can trap something like a snake, and then let it out in a different place, and then maybe that will something to try out in the endless game, maybe. Interesting. I have no idea. Oh no! Don't make a bowl. I'm trying to find the metal hammer here. Metal hammer could be here, because leather kit. We need the workbench, yes, and the rabbit hide, got that, and the nuts and bolts. But the metal hammer, we need, lumber. And 3 nuts and bolts. Well, we have all these things on the raft, don't we? So let's go back there. Just making sure none of the... Go away. None of the snakes will get us. Let's see if the snakes just stay sleeping for now. Nuts and bolts and lumber. Okay, boat. Let's talk about this. Oh, salt, that's nice. Don't think we need salt as such. We've got the rabbit hide and we've got more rabbit hide. Okay, we pick that up. Move to bag. We also pick all these up. And I suppose the raft hardware can go on the raft. That we can just go eat. Raw meat spoiled. Ah, what a shame. Oh, that's what spoiled raw meat looks like. We saw it live. It's got the, might be able to pick some grubs off it at least. Yes. Later maybe? I don't know. I can't, I don't know. That we can make rags off. Keeping an eye on the body temperature, of course, because we do not want to die out here. We need to pick up that old lumber. Move that to the back. Okay, let's move that to the raft for now. Same with this. Actually, we could have made jerky with that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make jerky. Jerky. Then at least the raw meat doesn't spoil. I think we found so much. Just consume the whole stack. We found so much. What's it called now? Salt in my other game. Like literally, I had 12 packets of salt. Way more salt than I had meat, which I thought was interesting. And here I have so much meat. I don't have enough salt to pickle it all. Interestingly. Okay, one metal hammer coming right up here. Metal hammer, perhaps under here. Metal hammer, there we go. Oh, has she? Oh, how exciting! I'm looking forward to that. Making games with Katie. I love Katie. She is so cool. This approach of, hey, let's just sit down and make a game. That is very nice. She's not a professional YouTuber. She's a professional game developer. And that's what makes that just very exciting to get a game developer's insight on it. There's so many people like you and me, essentially, that are just looking into it. But it's very rare to find people who actually do this for a living, who give us tips and insights. Do you know what else did we need to make? A leather kit. There we go. At least one. Let's make that leather kit, and then we can make all kinds of wolves clothing. Ain't that right? That was the plan, was it not? Clothing. Tons of wolves, anything. Wolf hide jacket we already have, and the hat, so we need to make the pants, which requires a wolf hide. I thought I had that, but that is probably also on the raft. Hey, that's okay. Perhaps before we go there, was there any place that we can sleep here? I don't remember. Maybe there wasn't. Ha! Got the mulberries after all. Yeah, you know, I don't think there was. That is uncool. So wolf hide, just to make absolutely sure, we've got the wolf hide boots and the wolf hide jacket, boar hide gloves. So let's make the wolf hide pants. Very cold, my goodness. Well, we can't make that. The boots. We can't make the pants. Why not? Maybe we need 2 stitching kits. Ah, the humanity. Okay, well, at least the gloves we should be able to make. We need that second leather kit, I believe, don't we? Wolfhide pants. We need 2 leather kits. Ah, and we don't have that second leather kit, do we? Oh man, come on. What do we need for that? Because that would probably save our bacon. More nuts and bolts. Yeah, we don't really have that. Okay, well in that case we must be moving on to somewhere with fire. That would be a good weapon. Oh, there was on Nate's server. That was so cool. On Nate's Discord server, we had this little discussion about. Somebody made a video of how church we could have totally stayed there. Hypothermia! No! Don't do that! Don't you die on me! God damn it! Don't do that! Ah, there was a video of somebody who made a mock-up pistol. We're dead, aren't we? We're totally dead, man. What a shame. We didn't make it. Too much water, not enough shelter. Ah, what a shame. Somebody made a mock-up gun that shoots masks into people's faces. And I thought that would be a good game to make. That'd be a really good game to make. In a Sinti town where lots of people don't wear masks to protect others from COVID. You're the savior who needs to shoot everyone, but rather than them dying, they then just wear a mask. And depending on what type of ammunition you find, you get... the mask will last only so long. So, you know, cheaper ammunition, they will have protection, but only for a minute. And when you find better protection, they'll wear the mask for longer or forever. So you just need to make sure all the 20 people in the level are all wearing a mask at the same time. And then you've saved the town. And then you move on to the next town. That is a cool game. Nate immediately said, hey, you know, that would be... go make that game. Foul Bay. Is this where it starts getting really rainy now? I think so. What a shame, because we've only just started in this level. Death counter 1. Just having a... Can we look at our inventory now? I have a feeling we probably have to rebuild everything that we've worked so hard on just now. Starting with a raft upgrade. Had we had raft shelter, by the way, this wouldn't have happened, because we would have not been that drenched out on the river. And maybe these friendly people here have workbenches. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, exactly. I think it was... How did you do that again? I don't remember if exclamation mark death still works, Brian. I think that was on the other bot. I'll see if I can implement that again. So, what are we wearing here? Wolf hide, boar hide pants, literally still, that's cool. And we have, do we have a metal hammer? Metal hammer, currently have none. Okay, not good. Do these guys though have a workbench? Oh, these guys have snakes. And cattail, okay, that's good. And more snakes, that's great. And of course I'm ill-equipped, as always. Oh man. But I don't think these guys have anything interesting at all. No workbenches, just snakes and wolves. Okay, that's nice. Hey, I'm gonna hike it out of here. Yeah, dude, you know, that with the laceration and all, that's just nuts and bolts I can do with. Just, you know, less lacerations, because I'm technically how come I'm now sleep deprived? How did that happen? When did that happen? I'm essentially dead, aren't I? There's really no point in me trying to cure myself of anything. What would we even start with? Maybe maybe that? Do we have enough to cure the lacerations? Oh, there we go. We're not actually that sleep deprived. Ow! Oh, that was a Twitch thing. Oh yeah, maybe. That could be. Also, Jim, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. I nearly died there. Well, at least we cleared out some of the inventory, eh? Who needs that many bandages anyway? What we need is a wolfhide jacket. No, actually we have that already. We need wolfhide pants. And wolfhide gloves and wolfhide everything. Ton of leather kits. That's what we need. Most importantly, thank you for reminding me, game, we need something of a raft shelter. Then we can just raft. We don't get drenched, we don't need to go on land and find shelter. Because I think that's one of the most difficult things on this last stretch of the game here, finding shelter. And you have to do that so many times. Okay, this bait place, I think I'm going to try that. Fish place, awesome. Bait and tackle shop, they have shelter. That'll warm us up. Often has fishing line, hooks and shelter, most importantly. Also, super important, at least for me, is that we don't have angry critters here, so we can literally just go in here, loot a bit, fishing line, that's good, and sleep a bit. That'll warm us up. Oh. That could be. I haven't actually seen that yet either myself. I've not seen that yet. I'm gonna sleep a little bit longer. That warms me up a bit more. The problem is, of course, now that it's raining so much, there's no way that we can make a fire and warm ourselves up with. And that's part of the problem. So getting dry and warm is no longer an option because there's perma-rain. And shelter, that just makes you feel better temporarily. But because it's cold and it's raining, it's just very difficult to get off this being wet kind of attitude. Yucca, food poisoning. Oh, meat. Quick, eat it before it spoils. We also have so many empty jars of water, so that is something we should make the most out of. Fill them all up. Oh, I think actually we can do that while we're on the river. I totally forgot about that. I think we can do that while we're on the river. Oh, no rain! What happened? That's amazing! Quick, let's go back and warm ourselves up on a hot fire. Enjoy it while it lasts. There's a marina. See if we can go and get that shelter installed. If, in fact, we have the right ingredients, which I doubt we have. We didn't have them last time. Why would we have them this time? Shelter. Shelter, shelter, shelter. Raft hardware, one more. Can we make it? Like raft hardware? No, we can't. What do we need for that? Raft hardware we can't actually make. Can we? Get out of here, we can't. Raft hardware. Oh my god, we can. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Oh, raft shelter. That is going to be so helpful. Raft shelter. Fantastic. Roberta, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, do we need to do anything else? Like, you know, repair this thing? No, actually. Well, we could, but we can't at the same time. Alright. Motor, that's exciting. That gets powered with kind of petrol. Stove, I believe that lets you cook stuff while you're out on the sea. And the water purifier means you can literally just take water from the river, which is polluted, and then you can purify it, I believe. Never had that either. Hey, let's go rafting before it starts raining again. Oh, now you can sleep. That's interesting. That's how that works. So you can sleep on the raft. Hey, sleep anywhere. That's nice. So cute, look at that. Raw meat has spoiled, that's totally fine. Let's just go depart. Oh, what, we can't do that? We still get wet? I thought we'll be under a cover. But I suppose it's a portable shelter. We cannot take shelter anywhere. We still have to go on land though. But sometimes it's just too dangerous, I guess, to get shelter. So maybe this is a way out of it. That is quite nice. We still get exposed to the elements. Something fierce. It's a bit of a cheat upgrade there, my friends, I must say. Bait shop, always nice. Why don't we just dock there? Hendrix Tall. Nice. So now we could, no, we have to go over here and then here. That menu obviously was deallocated already. Well, we can't go back. What's happened? Dandelion and sapling. They might come in handy at one point. Feather, yeah, who needs it? So many crows. Night crawlers. Oh, that is nice. Hey, that is nice. Empty. Sleep again. When 4 hours of sleep just isn't enough. Well, we could do before we go to sleep. First of all, fill that jar. I like to leave here with a higher body temperature than I currently have. Consume some water. I mean, not that we've got any shortage of water here right now. Fishing line, that's nice. That makes stitching kits and all that. Can we sleep longer? 8 hours then. Good stuff. Maybe that'll warm us up. Has it? Just about. Just about. Or we can go back to the boat now. Yes, there we go. We could sleep some more if we want. That is nice. Raw meat spoiled. And another one. They do all have independent counters. That's interesting. There we go. That's quite nice. So we just depart. We leave the spoiled meat as it is. I wonder if it takes a while for the spoiled meat to give us grubs. Perhaps having spoiled meat is a bit of an investment. Ugh. See what these guys have. Flint always have a lit fire. Now that I'd like to see. Handyman, alright. Anything to collect? Raft schematic, always nice. So perhaps that's how the stove then works as well. That we don't actually get to cook while we're on the river, but we have to approach the raft and then, you know, cook stuff there. Hey beer, good beer. Hey, I'm just here for the mulberries. I'll leave you to it, Bear. I feel like I want to interact with him, but he's just... I wonder what he's hiding as well in his little cave there. Let's sleep again, shall we? Warm ourselves up every opportunity that we get. You don't know when else we can do that. Raw meat spoiled again! And we're just so ill-equipped, are we not? This is just the right music to raft down a rainy river, isn't it? Thinking of having a snack as well. Something like, I don't know, maybe, maybe the night crawlers. But you can't steer while you do that, so... Ooh, goal complete worm snack! More raw meat has spoiled, awesome! So now we're cold. That is not good. If we're really lucky, we can just dock somewhere now and quickly put a fire on to warm ourselves up. Sleeping is probably going to help as well, but without any docking places, that is just difficult, isn't it? Chuck Reagan, great soundtrack. Oh man, that's our opportunity there. Seconds we had, seconds to catch that fire. I like that it's actually still sunny in this view, and the storm just takes a moment longer for it to drop here. Yeah, so menu bug. You can't go back to the raft just yet. You have to leave the screen and then go back, and then quickly sleep over here. This is getting complicated. But it looks cozy, doesn't it? Body temperature better. We're still wet, we're still cold. Let's see what we can find here. Dog, what is it? Alcohol. Now that's going to keep us warm. Rabbits! That is good. I forgot what we needed the rabbits for. But we happen to have a snare here. Be rude not to put that up here. Did we need rabbits for something? We did need workbench. I remember that. Oh no! The boar! Oops, that's a rabbit. So I think let's go make ourselves another spear trap here. Because we have a lot of spear traps. Well, we have a lot of materials for spear traps. Let's make a couple. Tinder, I think we still have enough tinder. More braided cord, that's good. Let's make more braided cord. And another snare here. I might just put that spear trap up here. See if I can hunt Mr. Boar down. Yo, Boar! Oh yes, here you go. Over here, dude, over here. Yep, absolutely, and... Dude, what are you waiting for? I'm over here. Oh, you coming? Boar. Boar, where are you? You're hiding behind the school bus there. I can totally see you. Well, I can hear you more than anything. You need to come over here. This is the garlic. We're gonna grill you with the garlic. You need to come over here, dude. Yep. This is the way. This is the way. Almost. This way. He doesn't want to go through the trap. He's clever. Ah, there we go. Phew. Inventory full. We can't even pick him up. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, at least we can sleep in peace now. And perhaps at that point the rain will have let off. Definitely smarter than the average boar. Oh my, it's not raining for a change. That is very cool. Do we have a fire? We don't. That's not good. Can we make a fire? C as in campfire. Why can't we make that? By the time I figured it out... We can't make a campfire? What's going on? Oh, no. There we go. Bandage. Campfire. It's just not in the list anymore. There it is. Campfire. Flint! And old lumber. Oh, right. Oh. That's a feather. We don't need a feather. So we can't warm ourselves up. We can't cook the meat. What a shame. What a shame. Well, the mulberries, I'm going to consume the whole stack. It was blued out. Thank you, Beard Goblin. Sometimes I do struggle with the navigation a little bit. What are we going to do with the spoiled meat? Do you think we can chuck that at wolves and all? That might be something. Ah, here comes the rain again. Yucca. Tainted bait. We've got a lot of equipment here, I must say. Shane, can we use this meat to turn it with the Devil's Trumpet into more tainted meat? Is that possible? No. You can't turn spoiled meat into some tainted stuff. That is not possible. Rabbit hide. And more meat. So I suppose we could turn at least one into jerky. Can we do that? No jerky either. But certainly tainted meat. Yeah, let's make that. And campfire, we can't make that with any ingredients from the boat other? No. Well, okay then. I'll sleep again. Ninjaed by chat lag. Wow. Let's go sleep. Chat lag is not a good quality. Not a good quality. Let's sleep again. Just making sure I'm not getting too cold. You get cold so quickly. When you're wet and then you get cold, you're literally dead in a matter of minutes. Depart. Go to where there's maybe a workbench. Workbench versus marina. This could be a workbench place here, right? Magnolia, yes, that's the one. Okay, workbench. Metal hammer. Leather kit. Warmer clothing. Rags lumber hardware, alright. We'll leave those for later, dog, because I think we're a little bit packed on the inventory as it is. More rabbits, so that is good. And yucca. Not that we're going to get a chance to cook it. Anything exciting? Oh, nuts and bolts and salt. That's always good. That is very good. Wild garlic. We'll have a look at that later. Anything exciting in here? Thin gloves and raft schematic. Well, pick up the raft schematic for now. And hunt down... Oh, not the boar. Do we have a second spear trap? We do. That is good. We shall just go put that up here. There. Just so that, you know, boar guy gets out of the way. Yo, boar, how you doing? I know. Hiya! Ouch. Alcohol. Okay, I'll take that. Where's that fabled workbench? Oh, this rickety old thing. Raft schematic. Now that is exciting. Whew. Okay, we're looking at a metal hammer, are we not? Let me guess. Most of the ingredients for that are, of course, on the boat again. Metal hammer. Oh no, no. Metal hammer, there we go. Old lumber. And 3 nuts and bolts. Yeah, that is all that is stuff that is on the raft, isn't it? Okay. Looks like all the evil guys have been... There's no snakes here or anything. That's nice. We'll leave that here. We've searched all that already. Let's go and... Nearly walked into those things. Let's pick up nuts and bolts and the lumber from the raft, which I think that's where it is. Here we go. Spoiled meat. I don't know. I have a feeling I just want to leave that here somehow. It grosses me out. Greatly grosses me out. We don't have lumber? Man. That is uncool. We have... Didn't we have nuts and bolts by the dozen? We used it for the raft shelter, didn't we? Well, that is kind of a shame. That is a shame, isn't it? No stitching kit available either. What a shame. Yeah, so the leather kit we need that metal hammer for, but we can't make the metal hammer because we need old lumber for that. That's a shame, isn't it? Well, that means we shall depart. Ooh. No rain for a change. Yes, curses indeed. Square brackets. Exclamation mark curse. Like a sailor. Beard Goblin, have you had a look at what the next episode of Making Games with Katie is about? I might post mine later. It's on Patreon and Ko-fi already. The what I've managed to do with the selection menu. So Katie, last time in the last episode, she taught us how to plant a flower and how to tear down a flower. And I was able to amend that as per her homework instructions to plant not one flower but different types of flowers. So I've done that and have made that happen. And that all worked extremely well. And so I've amended this template now that rather than having 3 separate button pushes on the keypad that plant a separate flower, or in my case a vegetable, via separate buttons, I now have a little selection menu that comes up. I pick what I want to plant, and then I plant it. So there's only one button to plant things, but there's a selection menu that lets me pick what plant I'm going to plant. So that is a very cool. I was very proud of that. Cattail, yeah, let's pick up cattail. Haven't had cattail in a while. It's almost like the game is giving us that now, so we can make more traps. Just zooming past you here, Snake. Don't worry about it. Inventory full. Yeah, that is uncool, isn't it? We could do with some old lumber now. Raft schematic. Don't need the raft schematic. Or the mulberries. Jar. Well, fine. Why would do that? Ooh! Picking stuff up using raycasting. That sounds interesting. What might raycasting be? Find out all about that. Old lumber! Yes! Sadly, we can't pick it up because we have no inventory slots free. Alrighty then, let's eat dandelion. Buy the bucket. Also, let's fill up a jar of water. Also, drink water. Also, fill up jar of water. Also, make sure you don't die because your temperature is getting low. Dandelion. I think we're gonna have to sleep. We're gonna have to sleep before we do anything. Wild garlic, mulberries. Well, eat more stuff then. Eat the cattail. No, don't eat the cattail. Eat the garlic. That's a good start. Also the mulberries. Well, we can't pick them up. Very cold. I know. I'm working on it, man. Cattail. While we're at it. We do need that old lumber, but I think we have to sleep first of all. We can pick that old lumber up later. Let's just go back to the raft. And sleep. A long time. You don't want to die in your sleep either. We're still cold and wet. That is not good. Let's sleep some more. Ugh. Come on. Make us dry. Or warmer at least. We are warmer. We're still not warm enough. Let's sleep another 8 hours. It's like proper winter sleep here. It's a good location. I don't want to leave it before we've made all these things that... It looks like we're not going to get warmer than that. Okay, let's leave. Do the thing with the thing. Nuts and bolts. We do have some other stuff that'll keep us going, like cooked yucca. But I think we're okay. I can eat all the cattail. Doesn't give us much, but it gives us something. Oh man, snake, that's uncool. But at least that snake is gone now. Before we do anything, I'm gonna pick myself up a cup of dandelion tea here. And I will drink that right away. Oh, cure that snake bite. If you don't take care of that, you're just toast. Snake bite cured, awesome. Now, can we please do the lumber thing? And the metal hammer thing. Oh, this is the raft schematic. We didn't want to do that. Lumber, yes. What, full again? That is dandelion. Good stuff. Consume the whole stack. I think we have so many feathers, I might just go discard that, because, you know, that's just... Right, lumber. Metal hammer, I say. No metal hammer? Oh, weird, because we're... Whoops. No, 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 don't do that. Because I was looking at a filtered view again, I believe, over here. Metal hammer. There is a way to filter that much better. I just don't know how to do it. Metal hammer, not something we can make. Metal hammer. 3 nuts and bolts, and we don't have that? Oh, man. We're doomed to be forever cold. Still need nuts and bolts and 3 of them. I thought I had enough. Totally haven't. Ah, what a shame. Raft schematic. Inventory full again. Because I foolishly picked up those mulberries there. More raft schematics. My goodness. So, we're good on that, I guess. On the raft schematic front. This would be the ideal moment for us to make a fire. Let's make a few of that. Wouldn't that be nice? Can't we make a flint? I have a feeling we can make a flint out of... No, no, don't... Yeah, you can actually craft a bandage. That's cool. Actually, let's make 2 bandages. That might be nice. Thought for sure we should be able to make a flint out of the... Or was it tinder? Oh, tinder, that's it. That lights fire, so I'd like, at least if I come across something like a fire thing, at least let me be able to light it here. Thin gloves, nah, we don't need that. Oh no, not you again. Your friend totally got me. Yeah, campfire, what do we need for that? Again, I don't remember that. What was this? Feathers. No, 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 we don't need the feather. That was empty. And the workbench. So basically the workbench is now... We don't even need the workbench right now because we don't have the things. Oh, too much inventory. I've lost the plot. This is not good. We're just about hanging in there with the temperature. Just about. Yes, a hardware store, that would be so nice. Does the church have anything that we could use? Like a hardware store? Or a cupboard? Is that a boar already? Stitching kits. It totally is a boar, isn't it? I can hear him. Inventory full. This is really not our day, is it? I can hear him, I can't quite see him yet. Do we have a snare trap? No, we don't. Can we make a snare trap quickly? We do. We can. Let's make it happen. If I can hear him already, let's just put that snare trap right here. No, that's the bow. That's not the right thing. Where is it? I can't see the spear trap. Sure we've made it? Oh, it's because somebody else probably has it. Oh, that was a snare. No, I made the wrong thing. Oh, we need the spear trap. There we go. Sorry about that. Spear for balls. Man. Spear trap. Alrighty. Okay. Where are you? What's going on here? The boar's attacking the bear. The bear is asleep. And we just bear witness to the whole situation here. Let's just take in that scene here for a little moment. the second interesting bug highlight that I can clip up from this session today. Okay, you guys have fun. We'll walk over here and see if we can find any, what was it again, stitching kits? If we take care of the boar, we should be able to go right into the bear's cavern and see what he's hiding. Alcohol, why not indeed? Do you know, I have already forgotten what we needed now. Nuts and bolts, that was it. Thank you for reminding me, game. I think we need one more. More nuts and bolts, come on. No, rags, okay. And aloe, okay. Also good. Nuts and bolts, come on. Nuts and bolts, stitching kit. Almost. Rags. There's a lot of rags about, I must say. Pouch. Yeah, we don't really need the pouch. We could do with a round of sleep, I must say. By the end of which maybe the boar and the bear will have sorted one another out. I do feel a little bit better now. I think the bear's now in... He is now sorting out the boar. I think I heard that happen. Nuts and bolts, come on. Nuts and bolts! Alright, fantastic! We can even collect a spear trap because I don't think we need it anymore. If only we could, hey? Wow. That was good. Yeah, the boar, I don't think the boar is so happy anymore. Do you know, we have nothing that we can consume here? Oh, there we go. Mulberries. Yeah, I don't think we should consume the cattail. There's better things that we can make with that. So let's pick up the trap. Oh, I see. So the trap needs to be on us. It can't be on Aesop then. So we can put the alcohol to Aesop and then pick up the trap ourselves. That's cool. And bear. Oh yeah, now you're awake. Okay. I guess we're not going to collect the boar because that's kind of in your cave, and you should have something to eat too. We should go. Bugbear. I do like it when he does that. That's a really nice animation. That he's trying to look after us. That is so cool. Anyway, bear, we've got the hardware stores to visit and all. Save on our own term. I don't want to die. I'm going to save before we leave today's session alone. So I suppose then, I don't think we're going to reach the end today. I suppose then we're going to do this. Next time. We're going to do this next Saturday. I'm going to raft down the river for a little bit. Also fill up that jar of water. Drink some water. Fill up that jar again. I think I have some cooked yucca on the raft here. I think I might pick that up as well. That emergency jar of water, that can go here. And there's this, that's terrible. Cooked yucca. There we go. I think we can put that into Aesop's bag maybe. Aesop's bag is full, but that's a shame. Move it to my bag then. And eat it already. Cooked yucca. Much better. This uncooked yucca, on the other hand, move that to the raft. Oh, is the workbench here? Oh, that might be. That might well be. Thank you. Very good point. Do we have the nuts and bolts still? No. got the lumber. Oh, thank you so much for reminding me. If I didn't have you, you know. Nuts and bolts we have. Lumber. Aesop has. Okay, perfect. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Man, nearly forgot why we're even here. We are so cold. But we're no longer ill-equipped. It is a good question. Was the workbench even here? I think the workbench was actually at the other place, because this is a church, isn't it? Yeah, so I don't think it was here. I think that's what we need to find. I don't think the church has a metal hammer. Has a workbench. Enjoy the sunlight while it lasts. Yes, that is what we need to go and find now. A hardware store with a workbench. So that's Magnolia Station, I believe. It might be something else. Also Marina, see if there's anything we can upgrade our raft with. The stove, for example. I would like that. Yes, they were very close by, so I got confused there for a second as well. Ha! That's something to land, isn't it? No. Not more rain! Give us a break, brother! The Gulf! Oh, there we go. Forget it, we are finishing the game today. This is the last region, my friends. I think this is it. It'll take a while for us to get there, but this is the final region. There is nowhere to stop. There's also not really anywhere to go. Notice how all our needs and other bits and bobs have gone away, so we don't have any... We can't die anymore now, which is nice. We also can't really do anything anymore. Can't drink the water anymore. There is literally just nothing. All we need to do is must make sure we don't bump into anything. While we listen to music, why not indeed? Us out in the ocean, there's really nothing there. We can look left and right, I didn't know we could do that. See? Final moments of the game and I'm still finding out new tricks. Move the other joystick for a change. I don't know about peaceful though, Nate. You've come at the right time. We're about to experience the ending of the game. It'll take another few minutes, but yes, this is the end. Don't bump into any shipwrecks. Some kind of beacon over there. Maybe that can guide us to where we need to go. I think this is arranged as a triangle shape, so no matter where you come from, I think you're being kind of ushered this way, I think. Unless, of course, you die bumping into the beacons, which I don't recommend, as this example shows. I think you follow that, and eventually you get to the kingdom. Yes, 5 episodes is not bad, I must say. That's story mode, so there is another mode in this game, which is endless mode. And I'm not sure how it works, because you enter different regions, but I don't think you'll ever enter this final region of the game. I think endless is literally just that. You can just flow down the river forever, and the river dynamically just regenerates more stuff. I'd like to try that next. Perhaps not on stream, but you know. Whoa! The kingdom! Look at that! We can't dock! Let's just drink in that moment there. What is that big sphere? Oh, ouch. Maybe I should just dock here. Entering the kingdom! Alright. Raft, we might not need you anymore. Let's enjoy the sunshine. Also enjoy White Shot. I don't think we ever get to see a White Shot. Epcot, that's it! The experimental prototype community of tomorrow. In Walt Disney's own words. I think there's a channel actually on YouTube called Epcot channel, Disney's Epcot. And they have the films from the 60s in which Walt Disney himself presents his plans for that community. Very, very futuristic. That was from the 60s. That wasn't even from the 70s. Welcome to Kingdom. Also, look at that little turnstile animation here. Do they all work? Oh yeah, they're all hooked up. That's nice. Very cool. Looks like people are growing their own vegetables here, and oh, more dogs! Hello guys! You look just like Aesop. How exciting! Look at that little puppies now. Now we have 3 dogs, that's exciting. Looks a little overgrown, and oh look at that! We've got vegetables and whatever fruit, and we've got barrels even. Some kind of a sprinkler system going on. Ah! And we have a whole wall of rucksacks, it looks like. A row of rucksacks, indeed. Each bearing the same emblem as the bag Aesop brought you. In the very beginning, when we see this opening animation where Aesop drags the red rucksack away, that is the rucksack that he picks off some skeleton and that he eventually gives us. No way! More dogs! Lots of dogs! And they're all animated a little bit differently. I like that. Aesop seems happy to see his buddies back. That's nice. Canine Manifest. Bosco, returned from the east. No handler. Tipper, awaiting new deployment. Anxious. Lou, intractable. Ill-mannered. Unsuitable for field work. Gets locked away there. Rosie, in the field. Southlands. Aesop, sent north. Presumed lost. No, he's still alive, guys! Here he is! Well, that makes me wonder if, in fact, the dogs are the guys in charge. That is just so cute. Tons of rabbits in a sty, pigs in a sty, and she's a mother nursing her little babies. Little baby pigs. He's all having a good time eating whatever's in the trough. Look at the tongue. Very cute. Obviously Aesop is the time traveler. I guess that's exactly that. And here's the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. That's nice. Can we go back? We can. Can we explore any of this? No. That's it, boys and girls. End of the game. Open sesame. That is... We're now in Kingdom. Tell us, traveler, what's out there? Yes, exactly, Beard Goblin. I think that's how it works. He's being sent to find other people and lure them back here, I guess, and accompany us on this journey. And there is in fact a better world, and all of those who have believed in it and followed the path, they have actually reached it, and the people who haven't, like Quincy Colley along the way, no, it's best to just sit on the fence and not do anything. Okay, suit yourself. But if you believe in that better world and not just ponce it off as a cock and bull story, you get to the promised land. That's a wonderful message, isn't it? And we've given it to him. How exciting. Well, there we go. That was the Flame in the Flood. How exciting. And I'm so glad I could share this whole journey with you. Kentucky Fried, the dog lover. Oh, okay. patron designer. I suppose these are all the roles that were on the Kickstarter campaign. This was, I think this game goes as far back as 2013, I believe, when there was a Kickstarter campaign, and it was released in 2016 by the Molasses Flood. Exciting name actually for a company. They've got a new game out right now. They have some of the team members are no longer there, so I know that Gwen Frey isn't there anymore with the Molasses Flood. She set up her own studio to make Kine, and she's currently working on something called Lab Rat. I think Kine, that was actually developed just by herself as a solo dev, but her company is called Chump Squad, and they make Lab Rat right now. You can get a beta version, I think. I've signed up, haven't heard back yet. But yeah, Gwen was responsible for making all these animations in the game, so she was kind of the animation handler for this. Very cool. And the music is the best, I totally agree, Nate. Chuck Reagan, available on Bandcamp, I believe. I haven't checked Spotify, he might be on Spotify as well. He made the whole music for this whole game, Chuck Reagan. So all these little homey little things, also the sound effects, the whole sound design is by him. Very cool, if I remember correctly. Well, that of course begs the question, my friends, what we're going to do next Saturday. Now that we're done with this, what are we going to do next Saturday? Any spontaneous ideas of what we could do? There's Raft. We could do Raft. That kind of keeps the Raft atmosphere going. That's an early access right now. Raft is also a survival game, and that is extremely chilled out as well. It's a bit like the Among Trees, so maybe that's a good contender. Raft is pretty cool. Maybe we should do that. Yeah, I think it also keeps in line with us having traveled on the river and all, so we might do that. Yeah, Raft next Saturday. Raft, brand new session. I think I might. Have you played with the shark, Nate? Because I have a peaceful game going. I really don't like the shark. I think maybe I should go for peaceful again, because if you don't do that, you keep rebuilding things all the time, and that's just nothing that, you know. The game is much more fun without there being that many threats, more like an investigative kind of game. Neville, thank you so much for dropping by. It is the end anyway, so yeah, that's it. Just thought I'd leave the music on for a little bit longer. Yeah, so next Saturday, Raft. For all you hip folks out there, I'll do more on Real Engine. I'm so glad to hear that Making Games with Katie has another episode, so I'm very much looking forward to that. It's going to be very cool. And check out some of my articles coming up that are trickling out about how you make menus. That is what I'm focusing on, making menus and making another level for my awesome MVP game that I'm very interested on. See what I can learn about landscape tools and all that. So that's my plan for this week. I hope I can see you again next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for a round of The Raft. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you soon. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.